Hi, this is Christopher Fitzgerald, and this is Spilling the Tea with iHeartRadio Broadway.
iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.
What is my ultimate favorite Broadway show? That's a big question. Like, the word ultimate is huge. I would say probably Sweeney Todd is my ultimate favorite from all angles, from music to story, to my own history. But I have like not ultimate favorites, but I have like little favorites too. What is the first Broadway show I ever saw? That answer is Brighton Beach Memoirs with Matthew Broderick. That was the first play, and the first musical was Ain't Misbehavin' with the original company. And my favorite song was Your Feet's Too Big, I think. I walked out singing that. The Broadway show I'm dying to see is a little show that hasn't opened yet. I have no connection to it personally. It's called Water for Elephants. It's a new musical. It sounds incredible. The mixture of circus and puppetry and storytelling and music. And my wife is not the director of it. My favorite moment in Spamalot every night would probably be, I love the end of Act 1 when we're all together, just running around the stage and being silly. That's probably my favorite moment. Also when we start and I wear my funny teeth and sing, Finland is the country for every dance. It just makes me laugh because I'm being just so absurdly silly. So those are my two favorite moments. What's more difficult, carrying the backpack or banging coconuts together? It's easily the backpack. The coconuts, it came naturally. I don't know, I just got the rhythm. When I got with James, the way his body moves, the way I can knock the coconuts together, we just speak a language. The backpack is going to kill me. It's so heavy. There's also 3 different ones. There's like a stunt pack. There's a transformer backpack that turns into different things. And then there's like the standard. Like there's a lot going on with the backpack. My lower back is just like every day. It's like, really, again? Are you serious? Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see. Did I have a special connection with coconuts before this show started? The only real connection might be when my wife was pregnant. I feel like it's either coconuts or watermelon. I can't remember. It might have been, I think it was coconut. I came home really late one night from work. I was doing a show and she was really pregnant. And it was in the dead of winter. And she was like, I need coconut. I need to eat some coconut. And I was like, oh, it's like 1 a.m. She was like, I have to have coconut. And so I went down to the corner deli and walked in. It's like, does anyone? And they're like, oh yeah, there's some coconut right there. Like, that's New York. Like, why is there a little thing of coconut? Because they know there's some pregnant woman like 2 buildings away. So that's my only real thing. I'm indifferent about coconut. I can take it or leave it. What is my dream role? Oh man, I get to keep playing them. It's hard to kind of conjure up something that has been already offered to you. I mean, Ogie and Waitress was a dream role. Such a fun character, such a beautiful company and a beautiful show. And Patsy and Spamalot is just a joy. I mean, they're all little pieces of what you would say is my dream role. But I guess if I had to answer, it would be like sitting on a lazy boy for a whole show and like eating Cheetos and watching TV and every now and then just saying a joke or two. That would be my dream role. The best piece of advice I've ever received, there are, so many incredible people that have offered advice or just by way of being have kind of given advice but recently I was talking to my friend David Costabile, who's an actor and a teacher as well, and he was talking about how, and I really found this so important and moving and made a lot of sense to me, that if you are experiencing joy, then that is the way that you can share that joy. But you have to actually find it inside. You can't kind of pretend. Otherwise, it doesn't really play. So that piece of advice has kind of stuck with me and made a lot of sense to kind of how I like to work. What is my favorite cast album? My favorite cast album to listen on repeat. I mean, recently it was Kimberly Akimbo. I was listening to that for a while. But I mean, over the decades, Sweeney Todd is definitely one. I love Len Cariou's voice in that. It's so rich and resonant. I never get tired of hearing that. And also, every now and then, I'll just put on like a Finian's Rainbow or some old school musical theater album. My favorite artist to listen to, like in my little ear pods away from the rest of the world, probably right now it's Jacob Collier, probably. I listen to a lot of his stuff. I also love, who else do I love that I listen to all the time? Ry Cooder. I listen to Ry Cooder all the time. But look him up. He's got some great music.
iHeartRadio Broadway, driven by Mercedes-Benz.